This is a super featherweight contest over 8 rounds between John Quaye and Bernard Adjelida. So now, officials for this bout: Judge 1, Shadrach Akwe; Judge 2, Michael Quaye; and Judge 3, Erasmus O. And the man in charge of this fight is Ishmael Williams. Now the boxers again: John Quaye and Bernard Adjelida. So shall we please welcome the boxer who is going to fight from the blue corner, Bernard Adjelida.
Well, a couple of our bouts have not gone the full distance. We have another interesting one coming up, and it features John Quaye taking on Bernard Adjelida. It's a super featherweight contest. John Quaye really needs no introduction when it comes to the professional boxing league. Made his mark here, went all the way to the top. Unfortunately, could not be adjudged the best boxer. Came up against a very tough opponent. But prospects for John Quaye, future.
Against Charles Yaotete, who became the eventual winner of the league as the best boxer. But that does not in any way undermine the potentials and the prospects of John Quaye. John is the magic man, and he can do magic at any time. The man who has a mammoth following, a massive fan base. I believe that since he's now in the camp of IMAX boxing promotions, I'm sure that the people at IMAX have planned his career out very well. I'm sure that very soon he will be on the African stage. We will see him on the Commonwealth stage, and eventually, I mean, if John Quaye does not perform on the world stage, then his career can be said to have not been fulfilling. You know, I believe that John Quaye has every potential in him to stand toe-to-toe against any featherweight on the world stage.
We are still waiting for the boxer from the blue corner, Bernard Adjelida. We are still waiting for Adjelida. You have less than 30 seconds to report. Adjelida, Bernard.
But again, for most Ghanaians, the first time they really saw John Quaye in action was during season 1 of the professional boxing league. Came out as one of the good boxers, endeared himself to the fans. From the levels that we've seen of John Quaye at the professional league stage, again, I go back to ask the same question. He needs to delve into the African terrain.
Now is the turn of one of the finest boxers, John Quaye.
See, at the featherweight level, there is one boxer. You know, there are a couple of boxers from Nigeria and Namibia. You have the likes of Taiwo Agbaje, you know, who has defeated a couple of boxers from Ghana. Actually, I am looking at IMAX promotions bringing down the likes of Taiwo Agbaje, you know, and Esepo, they call him Sen, Esepo Adeyemi, bringing up some of these crack boxers down to, you know, test.
These are Nigerian boxers.
These are Nigerian boxers who have put in a fair number of Ghanaian boxers over there in Nigeria. Maybe if we can bring them over here to really test the mettle of some of our prospects like Charles Tete, John Quaye and co, before they are gradually pushed onto the world stage. But I believe strongly that anytime that John Quaye steps on the world stage, it would be like a renaissance. It would be like a brand new revelation altogether.
Well, here's the man we're talking about, John Quaye.
They call him the Magic Man.
Yes, indeed, the Magic Man. And he's been heavily supported by matchmaker Mubarak.
Yeah, Mubarak, a very, very meticulous and diligent man, always making sure that all the right things are put in place. He plays a very major role at the Ghana Boxing Authority, aside his role in the career of John Quaye.
Alhaji Fadi Fatah of IMAX Media and IMAX Boxing Promotions to join us in the ring for the official introduction of the two boxes. So this is a super featherweight contest over 8 rounds, and officials for this bout again: Judge 1 Shadrach Akwe, Judge 2 Michael Nikwe, and Judge 3 Erasmus Owo. Now introducing the boxer fighting out from the blue corner. The boxer sported in the black and white trunks, black shoe and yellow gloves to match, and the boxer was born and bred in Aplawu, the Voto region of Ghana, with the weight of 132.40 pounds, with the official record of 7 fights, 4 defeats, 3 wins. 2 of the wins came by way of knockout. Presenting to you the boxer Adjelida. Now switching over to the red corner, one of the finest discovery on the Ghana Boxing Professional Boxing League platform. He was the boxer who got to the grand finale in season number 1 against Michael Tete, and this is the man with the official record of 13 fights, 5 defeats, 7 wins. 5 of the wins came by way of knockout with 1 draw. One of the discovery and one of the finest boxers that has been penciled to become a world champion with a weight of 131.50 pounds. Presenting to you the boxer So he's ready to fight. Alhaji Fadi Fatah, any message for viewers? Dan Quaye is back.
Hello, good evening. Ago Bukum. Well, today is a very big fight. You know, John Quaye is under the management of IMAX Boxing Promotion. We are very proud of him. He's one of the finest boxers in Ghana, Africa, and soon in the world. I'll not talk much, but I want you to exhibit this fantastic fight you're going to see very soon. And we wish the both boxers and the best to win. I want to say, Bokum, thank you for coming always and filling the arena with the numbers. Bokum, we love you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Now the referee is Ishmael Williams.
All right, gentlemen.
Ishmael Williams, our center referee, will take us through the last set of instructions.
Touch up.
Touch up. Then,
good luck.
We will be ready for action. So it's John Quaye taking on Bernard Adjelida.
Round 1.
Here we go.
Please.
Round 1.
Lend me your ears in this special announcement.
But it's good to see John Quaye back in action. He's got a lot of boxing artistry, likes to tease his opponent, and especially so when he's clearly on top of his game. One of the best that we have at the super featherweight division. And Nana Gold was telling us earlier on that he needs to start matching up with the best in Africa, which means that the Nigerians will be more than welcome to dare the might of this young lad.
Yeah, particularly there's one boxer Taiwo Agbaje. He's a featherweight. He has defeated at least 2 or 3 Ghanaians. He defeated Emmanuel Quartz Akufo-Addo. He's also defeated a boxer that John Quaye has beaten, Emmanuel Mensah, the man known as Akoko. So if at all John Quaye will step on the African stage, no other boxer would fit in than Taiwo Agbaje of Nigeria, a very crack boxer.
Or to be the best, you have to fight the best. So I'm sure that IMAX Boxing Promotions would come up with a few matchups to get him in readiness for a big showdown ahead. But again, walking him through, his training in the gym, has he lost anything?
He has been having very, very hard sparring sessions in the gym, and Prince, John Quaye has been sparring very, very big guys in the gym. So, at times sparring in the gym is different from fight night. Sometimes the things you do in sparring in the gym, you enter into the ring and it's a different ball game altogether. Yeah. But John Quaye has immense potential. You can see that in this fight, although Adjelida is not a mincemeat, John Quaye is just taking his time and trying to pick him apart. At the beginning of the fight, Adjelida was the aggressor, but as of now, the tide has changed, has shifted, and John Quaye is the one taking the fight to Bernard Adjelida.
End of the first round. DJ NY, I noticed that you were following closely the first 3 minutes. That's round 1. What's your take?
Yeah, for my take about this round 1 between John Quaye and Bernard, you see that Bernard started a bit aggressive, but he felt some of the punches of volume from John Quaye, and he has relaxed a bit because you have seen that the punches that was coming from John Quaye was a bit hefty. But I feel John Quaye has moved well in round 1 for me. Talking about his footwork, his head movement, and the way he selects, he takes his punches, he selects his punches, has been very, very good so far in round 1. It seems Bernard has been the receiving end of the round 1, but I'm sure he has got some pep talk from his corner. Let's see how round 2 turns out. For me, round 1, it has been John Quaye who has been dominant in round 1, but let's see what happens in round 2.
Round 2, it is John Quaye in the red boots, his opponent Adjelida Bismarck. Bernard, I should say. Bernard is in the black trunks. Of course, John Quaye has his pedigree going before him in this bout. So clearly, the expectations will be that he puts up a performance befitting his status as a worthy future world champion.
Yes, Prince, especially when you are coming from a lost front, when he fought with Charles Yao Tete, that he couldn't get a win. Coming back into the ring, you need to make a big statement. And I'm sure that's what John Quaye is up to do, fighting up against Bernard Adjelida.
Tries to work on Adjelida. Couple of the shots to the head. Adjelida still stands tall, throws one back. Can't seem to land the punches. Again, a wild miss by John Quaye with the uppercut. Tries to work within. The long reach of Adjelida not really helping out.
That is something Bernard Adjelida needs to use with his tools, trying to disengage John Quaye. But John Quaye is also very smart, trying to pick up his punches. That's an uppercut. John Quaye digging deep there.
Yep.
See if he can get something out of Bernard.
And the corner of Bernard keep telling him that he should still maintain his guard, maintain the pressure.
It's all about the mental toughness of these fighters. The moment you lose a bit of it, you give your opponents the chance to win that fight.
End of the round. Basically just like the first.
Yeah, Prince, just like the first. And I like the part that John Quaye needs to give it all, ending that round there. And you see these two fighters sizing up each other very, very closely. And here, the phone boot fight, but John Quaye wins it. That left hook. This is something that I've been looking out from John Quaye. His left arm, he can throw it from an awkward position, and when it lands, you can feel it. And here it goes again, John Quaye trying to pounce on his opponent, Bernard. It's a close fight. It's a close round in this first two rounds, but I still tip John Quaye doing much more from my point of view.
Round 3.
Here we go, round 3. Bout is scheduled for 8 rounds.
Good head movement there from John Quaye. Oh.
A little bit of showboating. Those are the tactics we were talking about, or the antics we were talking about before the bout started. Loves to give the crowd a little bit of what he has in store for his opponent.
This is one of John Quaye's signature moves when he gets into the ring fighting his opponent. You know, that kind of style, sometimes it goes your way, sometimes too. If you do it too much and you get clipped by your opponent, you know you didn't do something right. But that's John Quaye again, trying to see if he can go downstairs of Bernard. I think Bernard is trying to make things difficult for him going upstairs, so he needs to dig down to see if he can create some openings upstairs there.
Now working on the body of his opponent, Adjelida.
I think John Quaye has seen something there. He keeps going downstairs at the left section of Bernard. And Prince, I can see some swelling at the head of Bernard Adjelida. I don't know if that is a result of a punch. The right side of Bernard forehead looks swollen.
Yeah, I think I've seen the swelling as well. And we've not seen any close headbutts since the fight began. John Quaye tries to work again on the body of Bernard.
There's a wild miss there from John Quaye.
Still keeping the momentum and still keeping the pressure here. He puts him in the corner. Tries to discipline him with those punches of his. Works on the body once again.
From the look of Bernard's face, I'm sure he's facing a lot of troubles there. But you can see, as I said earlier on, Bernard got a swollen head on his forehead.
Well, Nana, do you envisage that it was a headbutt? I think I didn't see anything like that.
How do you make money? Still talk, give. Tap, tap, tap.
Well, with the extent of the swelling, it looks like something other than a punch, but never underestimate the punching prowess of John the Magic Man Quaye. The punches might not seem so devastating, but believe you me, they carry so much power. John the Magic Man Quaye. I remember when he fought Emmanuel Mensah, the man known as a goat.
Round 4.
And Bernard Adjelida has seen enough. Refuses to rise from his stool.
Yeah, Sam Good, I think it's as a result of that swelling from the forehead. Swelling, yeah. The head is swelling so bad there, and you can see from the catchman of Bernard Adjelida working on the swollen forehead of Bernard Adjelida, and that has resulted the fight ending premature for Bernard. Switch over to
Well, thank you very much. And viewers, wherever you are, you're still live on Max TV. We are here having a lot of excitement. Very interesting night. Gone by was a super featherweight contest over 8 rounds. The fight ended very much prematurely. So we are ready for the verdicts. But I want to say thank you to Premium Motors Renault Ghana for the support. Remember, season number 1, the best boxer went home with a brand new car, and the best gym went home with a brand new car. And this time around, they've given us excellent 2 cars, and I'm really encouraging you to patronize their product, because Renault is the best vehicle here in Ghana and beyond. Dano Milk, Niche Cocoa, TT Brothers, thank you so much for the support. Now we have the verdicts. In round number 4, by a technical knockout, presenting to you one of the finest boxers who has been penciled down to become a world beater, John Quaye. John, the magic man. Tete. Mini mana okay magic bunny.
This time I rather hear door.
Mini track here though.
Near door. Even 1 or 2 things. That's why I'm saying.
Oh, you're wonderful. Shimana ono wa me enemy sheke no e wa mini piane mini wo yo on yes and wo kokko here ka habu.
Me, I'm ready. I'm ready for anything you want to make about feel. I'm ready. So, I'm back.
You are back. Ewa okay, just set a fight still me in Duame. Or mini yo mo yo ka o fancy.
Oh, you can't worry. I energy to go be by the fight. If you papa or you know well, if you papa or you are the one feel, or be by the fight.
Wonderful. Me shake o fancy Bukom, Jamestown, other than Komofia Monkwebo. Mini yo mo na gbe wo yo ka ha me.
First of all, minda do fear much. Many back and many never fail, but George fair. Support New York here, because Mission New York here, Nakara, Muron, town mafia money, we can't fire one. I got chance to go.
Thank you very much.
Master Tachilla, Midales, you are getting a no matter Lutumo.
Thank you very much. Let's put hands together for John Quaye.
I GB Oruba, Uncle Midala, GB Oruba,
Thank you very much. Shall we put hands together for John Quaye? So that was very interesting.